Looking at our study guide, page 1, number 1 asks us what is the formula for the sum of the interior angles of a polygon. So remember, capital S is the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a polygon. And then it equals 180 times n minus 2, where n is equal to the number of sides of our polygon, okay? Number 2, what's the formula to find the measure of each interior angle of a regular polygon? So with a regular polygon, all of our sides are congruent, all of our interior angles are congruent, and that also means our exterior angles will be congruent. So first thing we have to do is we have to find the sum of the measures of the interior angles. So once again, we'll have to use 180 times n minus 2. And then in order to find each interior angle, take the sum of the measures of the interior angles and divide it by the number of sides, and that will give you each interior angle, but that will only work if it's a regular polygon. Number 3, find the sum of the interior angle measures of a 35-sided polygon. So we'll do S is equal to 180 times n minus 2. Well, n is the number of sides, and we have 35 sides. So we'll have 180 times 35 minus 2, which is 33. If you'll multiply 180 times 33, you're going to get 5,940 degrees for the sum of your interior angles. On number 4, 6 angles of a heptagon. A heptagon has 7 sides. So we have 6 of the 7. Okay, let's add all of those up. 107, 139, 131, 110, 145, and 128. That's going to be equal to 760 degrees. Now, let's find the sum of the interior angles of a heptagon. So 180, let me scoot that over, you can't see it, can you? 180 times n, which is 7 minus 2. So that'll be 180 times 5, which is 900 degrees. So a heptagon has 900 degrees. Now we're going to take that 900 degrees and subtract the 760 degrees that we have, and that's going to leave 140 degrees for our last angle. Number 5, the sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 3,780. That's our S, okay? S is 3,780. We're looking for the number of sides. So we're going to have S equals 180 times n minus 2. In this particular problem, S is 3,780. We're looking for n, which is the number of sides. So let's solve for n by dividing both sides by 180. 3,780 divided by 180 is going to give me 21. And when the 180s cancel out on the right, I'm left with n minus 2. Let's add 2 to both sides, and we'll get n is equal to 23 sides. On number 6, we have what's the measure of each interior angle of a regular 18-sided polygon. So let's do S is equal to 180. The number of sides is 18 minus 2. So that'll be 180 times 16. Multiply those together, and you're going to get 2,880 degrees for the sum of the interior angles of our 18-sided polygon. Now, to find each interior angle, you're going to have to take all of the angles and divide it by the number of sides, and that will give you the measure of one angle. So 2,880 degrees divided by 18 sides will give us 160 degrees. What's the sum of the measure of the exterior angle measures of any polygon? That is always going to be 360 degrees, no matter if you're looking for a 3-sided polygon or a 100-sided polygon. The exterior angles will add to 360. Number 8, what is the measure of each exterior angle of a regular 30-sided polygon? The exterior angles will add up to 360 degrees. Divide it by the number of sides, which is 30, and you'll see that each exterior angle is 12 degrees. Number 9, if the exterior angle is 24 degrees, how many sides does it have? Well, we know that all the angles that are exterior add up to 360. Let's take one angle and divide it into 360, and that'll give us 15 angles, which means we'll have 15 sides. If the interior angle of a regular polygon is 162 degrees, how many sides does it have? Well, if we had the sum of the interior, we could just divide and we'd figure it out. But we just have one interior angle. So what we're going to have to remember is, if you take 180 and subtract your interior angle, that's going to give you your exterior angle. Okay, so because they're supplementary, the interior and the exterior angles. We know that the exterior angles are 360 degrees. So divide that by 18 degrees, and that means we're going to have 20 sides for our polygon. Number 11, we're solving for x. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. Let's find the sum of the interior angles for our 8 sides. So 180 times 8 minus 2, or 180 times 6. If you multiply that together, that's going to give us 1,080 degrees. So now what we need to do is add all of these angles together and set them equal to 1,080. So 10x plus 9x plus 7x plus 9x plus 8x is going to give me 43x. Now let's do the constants. 139 plus negative 11 plus 121 plus negative 17 plus 6 plus 153 plus negative 14 plus 15 is going to give me a positive 392. All of those added together should give me my 1,080 degrees. Let's subtract 392 from both sides to get 43x is equal to 688. Divide both sides by 43 to get x equals 16. On number 12, we have a regular polygon. That means all the sides are congruent and all the angles are congruent. So since it's a 5-sided polygon, the sum of the interior angles is going to be 180 times 5 minus 2, or 180 times 3, so 540 degrees. Since all 5 angles are congruent, let's divide by 5, and that means each angle measure is 108 degrees. So to solve for x, we'll take that one angle measure and set it equal to 108. Let's subtract 31 from both sides and divide by 7 to get x is equal to 11. Now on number 13, all of these are exterior angles, so they should all add up to 360. So 11x plus 4x plus 6x plus 9x, all of that adds to 30x. Negative 5 plus 29 plus 61 plus 13 plus negative 15 plus 67, all of that will add up to 150. So 30x plus 150 is equal to 360. Subtract 150 from both sides to get 30x is equal to 210. Divide both sides by 30 to get x is equal to 7.